Hello again, everybody. It's JD here with another observation. A little bit later in the day than I planned on it, but it is what it is. A couple weeks ago, I was asked by a fan about something that grinds my gears. And when I did that video, all I did was just sit there and spew out a bunch of jibber-jabber and rambling nonsense. Hence, the video wasn't very popular even as of today. So I ask you, dear viewers, to allow me this opportunity in the traditional observations manner to present to you the one thing that not only grinds my gears, but actually brings my machine to a screeching halt. The human resource manager. That evil, wrapped in pantsuit with a bachelor's degree that serves as the gatekeeper between the upper management and the workforce. The nasty minion of Satan's sweatshop is the one whose decisions can mean the difference between a 3-day weekend and a mandatory Saturday shift. But this is just my own personal experiences with human resource managers. Maybe not all human resource managers are concentrated mayhem or are as bad as some of the ones I've had to deal with. And I've dealt with one that is just Satan incarnate. I had an HR manager at the first job I worked for that thought I was stupid for wanting to go back to school when I went back to school back in 2000. She told me that I needed to quit school, that I'd never amount to much anyway, and that I should comfort myself in the knowledge that I'd always have a job there because they'd never give me a good reference. This same moron pretty much slept her way up the ladder, and she was not shy about who heard about it. When I was ready to flatten a line leader, when they suggested that I have my fourth daughter, Marissa, aborted when she was giving my ex-wife troubles during her pregnancy, Miss HR put our shift manager up to the task of telling me I needed to choose between my family and my job. Needless to say, I left that company not very long after. So, the bottom line is this. I don't know if this inhumane behavior is actually written into the education for human resource management, or if they just learn it on the job. But I certainly don't believe for a second that there's a CEO or chairman of the board that actually allows their HR officers to treat their workforce like human livestock. Maybe somebody needs to remind them that the first word in human resources is human. You simply cannot work a person to the bare bones, and a dead body is not a very productive worker. But then again, I guess you don't have to cut a paycheck to a corpse, now do you? That kind of attitude could actually get a company shut down. Now, I wasn't part of the funeral march that finally went down for that company, but I can't remember if she went down with the ship either. I think she may have got her golden parachute and bailed out beforehand. Another thing about the workforce is a workforce doesn't work well when it's given crumbs. And crumbs doesn't mean bread, or money for that matter. It means that they can't work with antiquated equipment or crappy, poor training. If you want a happy workforce and for them to be constructive, stop lining your pockets with the profits earned by those exhausted, underpaid people and reinvest it in your labor pool. But, of course, a happy workforce is like unicorns, dragons, and the Steele dossier. They don't exist. Well, that's my sermon for human resources, and just my sermon in general for the week. But before I close, I want to thank my girlfriend Phyllis Wilson for not only putting up with me in my mood swings, but for getting behind the camera this week and filming this for me. I know she's worked pretty long hours too, in the same line of work that I'm working, but I appreciate everything she's done. She also proofread and typed up this script just for me. Thank you, love. Also, since my page has started getting viewers, I will go ahead and I will put my CashApp handle in the description for donations and any other help you want to give to this channel and to the Observations brand to help it grow. I assure you, your gifts and donations won't go towards greedy purposes. At least no nefarious plans to take over the world anyway. Although, I could use a newer phone for business and filming purposes. Mine's got a huge crack in the bottom of it from where I dropped it on a brick floor. So any donation will be appreciated. Large donations will get you producer mention in future videos. and probably even a shout out or two in an upcoming video. Finally, Phyllis and I are planning on hitting the road and filming some content at conventions and other events and posting them here on the YouTube channel. Right now our current goal is to be down in Evansville, Indiana for RaptorCon this year over December 10th and 11th. If you plan to be there, look for us, say hi, maybe even get into a video with us. Details will come just as soon as they are available. Now going back to what the observation was about, if anything I've said makes you think, wow, that is too real, I want you to put in the comment, too real. Then like this video and share it. Share the crap right out of it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring the bell for all notifications regarding new videos in the future. I thank you once again for watching. I hope you have a good weekend this weekend, and I'll catch up with you later.